7 days from now, you'll hate yourself. 7 days from Christmas to New Year's Eve. 168 hours. And statistically, you're about to waste every single one of them. I know that sounds harsh, but here's what's actually going to happen. You're going to spend Christmas Day on your phone, showing everyone else what a great time you're having. You're going to scroll through TikTok while your mom's making dinner in the kitchen. You'll be physically in Boston, Miami, or Phoenix, but mentally, you'll be nowhere. And then January 1st hits. You'll write down your 2026 goals. Get fit, start that business, learn that skill, with the same busted brain that failed you in 2025. And you know what's going to happen? The same thing that happened this year. But what if I told you there's a window, 7 perfect days, where you could literally rewire your brain before 2026 even starts? See, I'm not going to tell you to delete your apps on January 1st like everyone else. I'm going to show you something better, something almost nobody talks about. And if you stick with me until the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to finally become the person you keep promising yourself you'll be. This isn't another dopamine detox video. This is different. Let's get into it. The 2026 problem. Here's what nobody's telling you about 2026. It's going to be the hardest year in history to accomplish anything meaningful. Research from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, published just this month, shows that we're spending over 2 hours a day on social media alone. That's before YouTube, Netflix, texting, emails, doom scrolling. Studies indicate that 1 week of social media reduction resulted in a 24% decrease in depression symptoms, significant improvements in anxiety, major improvements in sleep. But here's the kicker. Your brain isn't built for this. You know what your brain is built for? Sitting around a fire with your family, walking through the woods, having real conversations, the stuff your grandparents did on a random Tuesday. Every notification, every TikTok, every Instagram story, they're all hijacking the same neural pathways that were supposed to help you survive. Instead, they're making you miserable, distracted, and totally unable to focus on anything hard for more than 37 seconds. Whether you want to start a business in Denver, get shredded in LA, or finally learn that skill you've been putting off, you need a focused brain, not this fragmented mess we're all walking around with. And here's the brutal truth. Going into 2026 with your current brain is like showing up to the NBA Finals with a sprained ankle. You're already done before you start. Why everyone fails at digital detox. Okay, so you already know you need a break from your screen. This isn't new. Maybe you've even tried a dopamine detox before. Let me guess what happened. You lasted half a day. Maybe one day if you're really disciplined. By day 2, you were crawling back to your phone like a zombie looking for brains. Why? Here's what actually happens when you try to quit cold turkey. You cut off all your artificial dopamine sources at once. Social media, YouTube, Netflix, texting, gone. Your brain goes from feast to famine instantly. And here's the problem. Research shows that extreme deprivation becomes consuming. The things you lack become the focus of all your attention, which is why crash diets fail. You're not building better habits, you're just white-knuckling through cravings until you break. Your brain needs dopamine. It's not optional. Dopamine regulates motivation, movement, mood. You can't detox from it any more than you can detox from oxygen. The people who succeed at dopamine detoxes, they succeeded not because they depleted dopamine, that's scientifically impossible, but because they replaced bad dopamine sources with good ones. That's where most people screw up. They cut out the bad stuff but don't replace it with anything. So their brain goes into panic mode screaming, "We're gonna die without stimulation!" And that's when you relapse. Hard. You end up in your room, alone, staring at the wall, feeling like you're detoxing from heroin. That's not discipline. That's just suffering. The 7-day Christmas solution. So here's the move. And this is why these 7 days between Christmas and New Year's are perfect. You're not going to deprive yourself, you're going to replace. Think about it. Christmas week, you've got family around, friends visiting, maybe you're traveling. There are parties, dinners, conversations, games, traditions. You've got natural human dopamine sources everywhere. This is when you go completely dark on digital. Delete Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube from your phone. Not just logged out, deleted. And here's the crucial part. You're not replacing screen time with staring at walls. You're replacing it with the stuff humans have been doing for thousands of years. Day 1 to 2, December 25th to 26th. You're with family anyway. Actually be present. Play board games, have real conversations, help cook dinner, watch your niece open presents instead of recording it for the gram. Notice how your aunt tells stories. The human brain is wired for this. Day 3 to 4. This is when it gets hard. The cravings hit. But here's your advantage. Walk. Go for walks alone. Real walks. Put on a jacket and walk around your neighborhood in Chicago, through a park in Seattle, or down the streets in Atlanta. No phone, no podcasts, no music. Just walk and think. Let your brain be bored. This is where the magic happens. Day 5 to 6. Now you start planning. Bring a notebook on your walks. Start writing your 2026 goals, but not the BS surface level stuff. Go deep. How are you actually going to build that business? What does your body need to look like, and what's the actual plan? Which specific skills do you need, and how will you learn them? Write it down by hand. Make it real. Day 7, New Year's Eve. You're not partying until you puke. You're doing one final reflection. Look at what you wrote, refine it, make it concrete, set up systems, not just goals. The reason this works is simple. You're getting dopamine, real, human, sustainable dopamine, from family connection, movement, nature, accomplishment. Your brain isn't in deprivation mode. It's in, oh yeah, this is what we're supposed to be doing mode. Research shows nature-based mindfulness practices recalibrate the nervous system, lowering stress hormones, improving executive function. You're not just avoiding screens, you're rewiring your entire operating system. And here's the best part. January 1st, when everyone else is hungover and opening Instagram with their same addicted brain, you're stepping into 2026 with clarity, focus, and a real plan. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. These 7 days are gonna be uncomfortable. There will be moments when you feel disconnected, anxious, maybe even panicky without your phone. Good. That's not a bug, that's a feature. That discomfort is your brain realizing how dependent it became on garbage dopamine sources. Sit with it, walk through it, talk to your family about it. Because here's what I know about you. You didn't click on this video by accident. You clicked because some part of you, probably the part that's been screaming at you for years, knows you're capable of more, knows you're wasting time, knows that 2026 could be different. But it won't be different if you don't do something different. 7 days. Christmas to New Year's. 168 hours to reset your brain before the most important year of your life. Will it be hard? Absolutely. Will your friends think you're weird for not being online? Probably. Will you miss some memes and drama? Definitely. But will you walk into 2026 with the mental clarity, focus, and plans to actually become who you're supposed to be? That's up to you. Because here's the secret I promised you at the beginning. The secret to finally becoming yourself. You already know who you're supposed to be. You've known for years. That voice in your head, the one drowned out by notifications and TikToks and doom scrolling, that's you. The real you. These 7 days are just about turning down the noise long enough to hear it again. So here's my challenge. Take these 7 days. Go dark. Connect with humans. Walk, think, plan. And I promise you, when everyone else is making the same recycled New Year's resolutions they'll quit by January 15th, you'll be 10 steps ahead with a brain that actually works. 2026 is going to be your year, but only if you prepare for it right now. Delete the apps, talk to your family, go for walks, write your plan, and I'll see you on the other side. If this resonated with you, smash that subscribe button, drop a comment telling me you're doing this challenge, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's make 2026 legendary.